Welcome folks, it's me Abuse the Apps here, and today I'm going to talk about a Christian artist that is about talking about the LGBTQ community and the majority of the art community. And before we're going to talk about it, please do not harass or attack anyone that I mentioned in this video, especially the creator that I'm going to talk about my opinions on based on her video and her post, as this video isn't meant to be a personal attack on her, and there will be opinions that I will agree or disagree on her video, and also explain why I do. So now that's that, let's get into the video.
Okay, yeah, you clicked on the video for a reason. You're either gonna go off in the comments about my opinion, or you're gonna be like, wait, you can actually do this? Or maybe you're just bored and want to hear something go on in the background. Either way, thanks for being here as I ramble. The people. Well, it's pretty safe to say that most of the artist community is made up of the alphabet mafia, and most of them believe that Christians hate them.
So the majority of the art community is also part of the LGBTQ community, and there's no problem with that at all. And even though there are artists who are part of the LGBTQ community do believe that Christians hate them, it's not because they believe that they're all homophobic, but because they may have religious trauma or have negative experiences from Christians in their life. And that doesn't mean that mindsets should stay that way, because of course, being anti-religious in any way is a form of bigotry. That doesn't mean we have to assume that all people who hate Christians are only doing it for the sake of hate. And using the term alphabet mafia while describing LGBTQ to individuals is not a helpful thing to do, and which can be disrespectful to the people you're talking about. But that's my opinion. I am not trying to make you as a bad guy or as a bad person in any type of way. I'm just criticizing some of the stuff that you're saying because it can be disrespectful to others that you mentioned in the video.
So when I slide into the scene, it automatically paints a target on my back. If people are actually curious and not just guessing my whole life based off of my love for Christ, I tell them that I don't actually hate anybody. I love everyone, but love is not supporting people in their sin. Love is helping the other grow in Christ, because Christ is love.
Love can be also a form of support. It's not always going to be in that type of reason at all. But I somewhat agree that not every love is going to be a support. It's like how you love someone but you don't support the actions they have done. But I don't think there's anything harmful with being part of the LGBTQ community.
I get really sad when I get all the homophobic slander. A phobia is a fear, and I don't fear anyone from that community. I just don't support their sinful values. So
Homophobia isn't just a fear, it's also hating on people and disliking the idea of gay people existing and having equal rights, or just simply hating them because they're gay. And if you think that's the only phobia that encounters with fear and hate, just so you know, Islamophobia and xenophobia exist as well the word, and this can go the same with some other phobias that are related to insects. And saying that gay people are sinful values, or people being gay are sinful values, is kind of disrespectful because of how religion is part of the reasons why homophobia exists. This is not hate to any religion whatsoever. It's just that one of the main reasons why homophobia still exists are for religious reasons.
some say there's no difference, but by proper English language, the Bible, and sense that isn't too common anymore, I'd say it is. But that's not everything that makes up the people, though. There are Christian artists among a massive world of artists. All the different denominations are kind of crazy, I'm not gonna lie. It's disappointing when I see a Bible verse on someone's page, and then once I get talking to them, they start going on about different Christian values that aren't all that accurate. There are some Christians who believe the more nastier things about the alphabet mafia, and I really don't like it. I also don't support that type of destructive behavior. No one should, no matter if you're Christian, liberal, conservative, etc. If you know what I'm talking about, then you know what I'm talking about. And then
I don't exactly know what you're talking about, but I kind of get it that no matter who you are, no matter sexuality, political beliefs, whether religious or not, you deserve to be treated as an equal human being. But if it's otherwise, then I don't really get it.
when you finally find that Christian artist you actually agree with, they're either too popular for them to see your DMs or they're too busy. So in summary, when it comes to actual community, it's going to take a while to find your people. Have patience and pray. God will give you the people you need to surround yourself with. It's just gonna be a bit. That being said, there are some serious haters on both sides due to contradicting beliefs. You're gonna get some hate and you're gonna have to find ways of making yourself comfortable with that. Life is way too short to be hung up on a comment someone left because they decided to get so worked up about a painting of Jesus.
I don't think I see any hate comment just because of a Jesus painting from my experience, but if there is, it's simply to just delete that hate comment. And it depends on what kind of hate you get on the internet. Like for example, if it's a simple one hate comment or a couple of rage bait comments, you can easily delete those and report them, and also blocking them. But when it comes to situations like Ash, who got a lot of death threats, hate comments, and experiencing racism just because they're a black cosplayer who cosplays mostly as white characters, and Asian characters who are light-skinned. Then it is a problem. This can go the same with intense cyberbullying, death threats, rape threats, and most importantly, doxing.
John 15:18 says, "If the world hates you, know that it hated me before it hated you." This verse has brought great comfort and has thickened my skin while keeping my heart soft. Another way I look at it is if someone's not hating, then people are too comfortable with the message of the work. If someone doesn't hate my work, then I was not bold enough. Hate means you stood up for something real, and that's honestly what I want to do.
Hate isn't always meant to be like that. It can be for a ton of reasons. It can be for no valid reason, like bigotry in general. It can be for valid reasons also, like hating a person for being a bigot, or pretty much hating on a person who done a ton of horrible actions. And to be honest, I don't really get the point that you're saying. For me, it feels like you're using this as an excuse to avoid criticism of the wrong stuff that you have said in this video.
Maybe it's not for everyone, but someone's got to do something. Jesus did not hold back when he spoke to his disciples or anyone else, and neither should Christians. I've also learned to laugh. Everyone gets so offended like I just committed a crime. I didn't.
Well, I can confirm that you did not do a crime anyways, and hate crime revolves around pretty much killing someone or taking physical violence over someone who identifies with sexuality, ethnicity, or religion, which is why hate crimes are bad, because which is committing crimes against a person that identifies as something that's completely harmless. But calling LGBTQ individuals over a derogatory term is disrespectful.
Generally, if someone gives a really creative insult, I pin it as a golden comment saying it's a good one or something like that. It's also very funny to think someone's screaming on one end and I'm just sipping tea at my desk like, yes, my work is complete. The content. No, I don't draw Jesus all day every day. There are some artists like that. I'm just not one of them. I do, however, draw knowing that my talent was a gift from God, as all talents are. I offer every sketch, every art study that I do to him. Same with my writing. I'm currently working on a book, and although it's not pointing to any religious icon, the life lessons the characters learn are based on Bible verses. Even some of the plots can reflect story sequences from the Bible stories. The goal is to make a young adult series that is just as cool and romantic and thrilling as the newly published books, just without the
I don't really get what you're saying, but I don't really actually want to know. But let's get onto the video again.
And actually, I plan on writing girl bosses that don't want to be saved, but are saved anyway because the men in the series are, actual men, and gentlemen are a thing, and please let me have my real men in my literature.
To be honest, I don't really mind this trope as long as you, of course, make the trope executed well. But I'm not here to judge on your book anyways, of course. Just criticizing on some of the stuff that you said, in which some are insensitive.
But anyway, yeah, that's my little spiel about it. I know this is a different video when it comes to my YouTube channel, and I'm trying to just roll with it. It's my channel, and I'm trying to convince myself that I can do whatever I want with it.
If you're going to make critical videos or commentary in general, you need to be very open about the comments who criticize of what you're saying, and try to improve as a better person in general. And since by the way you're talking, and that you kinda don't really want it, it's better off to avoid commentary stuff, or simply making commentary videos in general.
Trying to break out of this bubble I made for myself, only allowing myself to post certain topics and story times. I'm actually considering making tutorials instead because a lot of people keep asking how to do certain things. So maybe a Christian version of Sam Does Arts or something. I don't really know. We'll see where the future takes us. Regardless, thank you so much for watching. Like and sub if you're still here. Godspeed. Hoodie.
It is okay to start making commentary videos or discussions about some social topics, and to be a commentary YouTuber in general. But you shouldn't start your first commentary video with a thumbnail like this. And also, not every comment is going to be insulting you or attacking you, of course. There's comments that are simply criticizing what you're saying in the video, while using some sarcasm. And there are commenters who are Christians disliking your point of views in that video also. And then there's comments that are purely satire or pretty much a joke. So, here are my final remarks or my closing thoughts about this commentary video. Thank you for hearing me yap throughout the whole video, or you just skip to the last video or something, but I can understand why. Anyways, this is my first video and it is unscripted, so this took me like 2 weeks to make because of strict schedule, and also I have barely much any time aside from weekends. Pretty much from what I mean, barely any time to make videos unless it's on weekends, of course. Anyways, thank you for watching this video. You can leave some comments about your own point of views on Christianity and your opinions as a Christian yourself. And you can comment about what you think about this topic. But please do not insult or go attack, harass anyone that is mentioned within this video. As this video is meant to be educational and also not to offend anyone. I'm going to make other kinds of videos in rants and such after this one, but it may take a while because of the strict schedule and stuff that I mentioned in a while ago. But anyways, thanks for watching, and I hope that you enjoyed this video, so bye.